Hairbrush for a runaway. I'm now 37 years old and grew up in the neighbourhoods around the New Zealand city of Dunedin. I was spanked by my mum until the age of about 7 or 8. All of my spankings occurred toward the late 1980s. Back then, spankings were a commonplace punishment for both naughty boys and girls here in New Zealand. Usually, the miscreant would have their pants removed for a quick dose of the parental hand, the wooden spoon or, if they had been really badly behaved, the belt. My own mother's choice of weapon was an old-fashioned marble-backed hairbrush, which she used for all of my spankings. The spanker was kept in the kitchen on a shelf next to the fridge, visible for all to see. However, I was never spanked in a public setting. My spankings were always administered within the family home, usually immediately and always bare-bottomed. My most memorable punishment was administered when I was 7 years old, when for some reason, maybe I was already in trouble for something else, I don't remember really, I decided to run away from home for the day. I was gone for about 10 hours or so. Naturally, my poor mother was sick with worry. As soon as I returned home and walked through the door, she grabbed me by the arm and dragged me, kicking and screaming, down the hallway to my bedroom. All the way home, I had anticipated what would happen when I got there. My fears were confirmed when I saw the hairbrush lying on my bedside table. Before I knew it, I was across Mum's knee and my blonde, shoulder-length hair was hanging down in front my eyes. In one swift motion, Mum pulled my pants and underpants down below my knees and both my hands were pinned to the small of my back. Suddenly, I felt the bite of the old marble-backed hairbrush across my bottom cheeks. I kicked and screamed for dear life as the hairbrush rapidly reddened my little buttocks. As Mum's spanks rained down and I squirmed and struggled, I kicked off my pants and knickers. Mum spanked me, on and off, with some pauses for lecturing, for around 2 minutes until I was one very contrite and sorry little girl. After my punishment was over and I settled down, my Mum called me into the dining room for a quick dinner, then I was sent back to my room for an early bedtime.